From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. Left 80. Check 53. You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here we go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Safety equipment. Check 3. Check 3. Check 99. Check 99. Check 13. Check 13.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got it.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready? 90 Wolf. 3 buzz. X3. 218 chopper.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Indy. Get it.
They'll run it with McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set. 60 outlaw. Leo. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. 57.
To throw from his end zone. Moore. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hey, Delta.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's able to get it out of there. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Here we go. 180.
Shot 53. Bring it. Bring it.
One, Omaha.
53 for Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo, he hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. Now, I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. From the 29, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I got it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking sideline, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Here we go.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
65, 65.
Check. 53 is mine. Check. 50.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off on the forward. First rounder, Jimmy Ward.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Quick stone, grab it.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. James has got it. Complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We got 4.
11.
First down, 49ers.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
21. Hey, Haywood.
53, Mike. Come on, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Watch out for Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go. 180!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
21.
They'll try to run with Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Switch up. 56. Mike 56 right there.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the screen. Leadership.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. He's got it with the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
54. 15. Exit. Let's go, defense.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 52. Yellow.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Mahomes now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check safety, check safety.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that heat.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Go, go, go.
Attack, attack.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. I'm coming
after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Hey, 57.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Garoppolo, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
That's got to be a long day. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Let's go, let's go.
Play action. Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
Here we go.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
21.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant.
Now Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, 43.
Don't say nothing.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on. Shit. Watch the edge.
15.
Switch.
They go back to the ground with Williams. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Line. There's a line.
54.
Bound to lose one.
He's checked.
Sunday.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up second and 9 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
No chance.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Bandit. Tight dog.
Attack.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
Watch the slip.
15. And rip list.
Check. Watch 54.
Mahomes to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Yellow.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
You can't block me. You go tight.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Bring it.
One, Omaha. 11. Safety creek.
What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
He took you to school.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it.